Okay, so now you have, this is your loom. You have the knot on the back. You have the strings hanging down, kind of like an octopus. And I actually wrote my name on the back with a knot also, so I know it's mine. That way when we come back, it's ready to go. I've actually already started working on my weaving a little bit, and I know there's some things that I'm going to show you that you need to kind of be aware of. So what you're going to do is when you're ready to start weaving, it's a 1-1-2 pattern, and that sounds super confusing, but it's actually super easy to do. You will always want to get through the cycle 1-1-2, 1-1-2, 1-1-2. Even at the end of class, when we are cleaning up, you want to get through that 1-1-2 cycle before you go and put your loom in the cabinet, okay? So that way you know when you come back, you're going to start on 1-1-2 again. So you always want the notch that's empty to be closest to you, okay? So what you're going to do when you say 1-1-2, all you're saying is skip 1, skip 1, skip 2. So the first time you're going to skip 1, you're always going to go to the left like a clock. You're going to skip 1, turn it. Now this is in the bottom. You're going to skip 1. I kind of pull a little bit as I go, not super hard, but you can see that that weaving starts to come up here. I'm going to turn it. It's at the bottom. Skip 2. Put it there. Okay. See how it's kind of building up on this side? It's probably because my hole is a little bit too big, but that's okay. So I'm just pulling a little bit so it comes through the back. I don't want to pull super hard, and then you're going to notice too that these guys at the bottom get tangly. So every once in a while you can just use your fingers to kind of comb it out. So again, I'm going to start with my skip 1, skip 1, skip 2. So I'm going to skip 1, and I'm always going in the direction of a clock. Skip 1. Turn, skip 1, skip 2. And then I'm going to pull a little bit to the other side. I don't want to pull it so hard that I bend my weaving, okay? Then I'm just going to keep going. As I go, this is going to start building and making my bracelet, okay? So I always want to make sure I'm going in the direction of the clock. So I'm going to skip 1. And as you go, you can kind of keep pulling that a little bit as you go. Like each time even, you're going to kind of get into a rhythm of what you're doing. Now, the original lesson plan that I found of this one, and then skip 2, it was actually for 7. So you can always do... You want to do odd numbers of strings. So like if you do this at home over the summer, you do odd numbers of strings, but you do even numbers of notches. So there's always one more notch than you have, like around your circle, than you have strings, so that you have like a working area. Okay, so skip 1, skip 1, skip 2. And again, every once in a while you want to pull to the other side, okay? And you just keep going.